You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian Ball.
What's going on, NASCAR Diecast collectors and Diecast viewers on YouTube? This is OBB, the Diecast news guy, and here I'm presenting you guys with another NASCAR Authentics Diecast review, and it's on, yes guys, Wave 4. So as you guys already know, I did review very recently the Chase Elliott 2018 Dober win, which that was one of the first few cars I picked up from Wave 4. And just today, I just found another car from Wave 4. I didn't find anything else, so Wave 4 has been kind of weird lately. And a lot of people want me to talk more about Wave 4, but I'll probably talk about that in another video or so. But anyways, guys, today we'll be reviewing a car that I know a lot of my good friends are going to love, since basically all my friends and fan base are Kyle Larson fans. So this one's for you guys, and it's going to be on Kyle Larson's 2000 and, well, I want to say his 2018 Clash car, but maybe this is also his 2019, supposed to be his 2019 DC Solar car. But more importantly, he drove this car at the Daytona Clash from last year. But we'll get into more of that information very soon, because this is quite a controversial car, and this was a very surprising car that Lionel Racing did not put any emphasis, or they even showed this freaking car as well. Like, even on the website at lionelauthentics.com, you cannot see this car anywhere because of the whole DC Solar the whole DC Solar situation that happened, which we'll get into in a second for any new viewers that are watching. But this is a really nice looking car. As we take a look at the packaging and the rest of the packaging that's on the rear, let's take a look. There's the rest of Wave 4, which you can get at your local Targets, and pretty soon, from what I heard, Wave 4 should be shipping out at Walmart's during 4th of July, on the week of 4th of July. So that's from what I heard, so hopefully we're right. And hopefully Lionel won't give us any more surprises like they usually do. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the unboxing and the official diecast review of the Kyle Larson DC Solar Clash car. Alrighty guys, we got the diecast salvage box, and before we get things started on this Kyle Larson DC Solar Clash car, let's go ahead and take a look at the little accessory that comes with this. And like usual, we got the rectangular magnet, which is, you know, personally one of my favorites. Really nice. You can see the paint scheme is quite incorporated very well. You see right there, I mean, well, color variation, I mean, you can, it is a very nice looking magnet, if I do say so myself. Definitely a great collector piece, as I'm just going to put that off to the side, because I know what usually happens with those. I usually knock them down, so not going to do that this time right there. But yes, back to the Kyle Larson DC Solar Clash car, or if DC Solar didn't got caught from the FBI, this could have been his 2019 car, unofficially. But let's just call this his Clash car, guys, since, you know, that was official. He did drove this at the Daytona Clash from last year. And just take a look right there. We got some nice... There's a paint chip. Well, there's Lionel quality for right there. So we got a paint chip. And we look on the rear right there, and... oh boy, here comes the quality control issues right here. Wait a minute, am I crazy, or am I just on some serious messed up drugs, probably from all the infrareds that DC Solar has given me? Or yeah, the paint is cracked right here on the side skirt, like on the edge of it, and the 42 looks like it is completely shifted downward. Like, look right here, it's perfectly symmetrical and centered, but over here it is like very, very downward, like it's almost touching ass with the side skirt. At this point, guys, I'm honestly not surprised. I mean, whether you get a NASCAR, whether you get a 164 diecast in the 164 scale for the Gold Series or for NASCAR Authentics, heck, even the 124s, there's even decal errors. You honestly can't be surprised, because Lionel is the only company out there that makes NASCAR diecasts. So this is the kind of crap we get, guys, when we don't have competition. When are we getting competition? Who knows? I mean, Spin Master was the last that we ever had for competition for Lionel, but eventually I bought them out. So that's what happens, guys, when you have one big, nice monopoly diecast company right there. Just unbelievable. But on a brighter note, as I just had to go on a nice little mini rant right there about Lionel's quality control, can't say none of you guys aren't surprised. This is a really nice looking paint scheme. Really nice indeed. I mean, it's got that nice special semi-glossy, semi-metallic finish. What the hell's all over the hood? What the hell? What is that crap? Last time I checked, this is not a race version. Alright, well, I guess the quality of this car is even getting way worse. Man. I'm trying my best not to make this into a rant review, but man, it's really getting close. Like, if I see one more paint chip, this is going to be a full-on rant review. Well, let's look at the bottom of this car. Nice looking car, if I do say so myself. But back to what I said before I got disrupted by that crap, whatever's all over the hood. This is just like all the other Ganassi cars that we've had with Jay McMurray and Kyle Larson from last year and this year. It's got that semi-glossy, semi-matte finish, which I really like. I mean, it's not it feels like a matte finish, but it's glossy too. Like, it has some gloss you see right there. But I like that. That's really cool that the Ganassi cars do that. But anyways, I mean, yes, this is a NASCAR Authentics exclusive as well. I mean, they never made this in the Gold Series. Probably because of the whole FBI raid situation. And I'm not quite sure why this is only released at Target. I think it has to do something with the sponsorship of DC Solar. That, from what I heard, I think Walmart does not want to have this car at their stores, from what I heard. But that could be a rumor. We're just speculating because we have no idea why Target, out of all the places that get the, I mean, usually Walmarts are usually the first, they're usually the first ones to get the newest waves. Targets are usually like a few waves behind. Like, God, I think my Target just recently got Wave 2 and Wave 3. Actually, no, my Targets are now on the Daytona 500 exclusive, quote, quote, exclusive wave. So yeah, really weird. If you guys have any more insights about that whole situation with why Wave 4 is only at Targets, feel free to let me know. But back to this diecast, guys. This paint scheme, like I said, pretty spectacular. Even though Kyle Larson had a lot of, I mean, he ran mostly in the back towards like the first half of the Clash, and then he eventually moved up to the front, and then he caused the big one at the end of the race. Yeah, I mean, early on, I think he almost had like a near oh shit moment, and somehow he didn't wreck. He just got loose. But then, right at the end of the race, like literally right at the end, he got a good run and plowed right into the back of Jimmy Johnson's car. And for the 7th year in a row, Jimmy Johnson got in a wreck at the Daytona Clash. For any of you Johnson fans out there, I'm sure you guys are absolutely hating me right now because I just mentioned that. But man, besides this year, Jimmy Johnson's luck at the Clash has been dog shit. But like I said, this is a really cool car as we do a side-by-side comparison. As this is the third DC Solar car that we got in NASCAR Authentics. As I'm going to show you guys the first DC Solar car that we got. Paint scheme is a lot more different, but sponsor-wise is basically much the same. I don't know, I really do like last year's car, guys. The last year's does look really nice, especially since Ross Chastain also drove this paint scheme in the Xfinity Series and won in it as well. So, pretty remarkable paint scheme they got. But even though DC Solar is no longer around anymore, they really have came up with some great paint schemes. And it's cool that they made mostly every DC Solar car besides, holy crap, the R's like covered up by the headlight. Like I said, quality control at its finest. Lino, man, they can never get their shit together. And there's DC Solar. The DC Solar logos are crooked. My God, this car is abysmal. But back to what I said as I'm showing you guys the worst area of the diecast. Yeah, that 42 is completely just screwed up. Yikes. That is not good. And now, time to show you guys the other DC Solar car, which I just recently reviewed from Wave 3. It's his Vegas Strong car. So, of course, there's a big difference in the front of the hood, since, you know, this is dedicated to the Vegas incident that happened nearly 2 years ago. But if you notice the paint scheme, and I didn't notice this, but the paint scheme is pretty much exactly the same, just the colors are inverted. So, if you guys do have both DC Solar cars, this third one right here is a great addition to go along with it. Even though the sponsor literally is completely irrelevant. But still, I really do like this paint scheme. Now, the question of the day, guys, is this my favorite DC Solar paint scheme? You know, as much as I absolutely loved this car right here, I think this car wins it. This is a really nice paint scheme. I like it. The color combination is just spot on. It's bright, vibrant, and like I said, that special finish that we have on this car is just amazing. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review, and a good shout out to all the Larson Nation fans out there, including my good buds, Race Day 2011 and Derek Lewis, as I'm about to wrap up this diecast review of the Kyle Larson 2018 DC Solar Daytona Clash Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Ganassi Racing. If you guys enjoyed this video along with my other diecast reviews, feel free to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon. And until next time, guys, this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy, and I will catch you guys on another NASCAR Authentics Diecast review.